be the teacher, you get to be the students. Because I'm working with Ukrainian teachers of English, it's going to be a proficiency level live listening lesson, okay? If you have a look on the other side of this, you'll see this, books, films and music, okay? So, have a look at exercise 2. We're going to skip straight to the listening part, okay? In a few minutes, you're going to hear 4 short conversations where people talk about films. First time you listen to them, what I'd like you to do is to match 2 sentences from exercise 2 to each conversation. If you're good at maths, and I realise maths isn't always the strong subject of lots of English language teachers, you will notice this means 2 spare sentences, okay? They've been put there to trick you. So have a quick read through, check you understand the 10 sentences. In a minute, 2 sentences for each of the 4 conversations. Anything you're not sure of, shout. Okay? So, as you're listening, try to decide for each conversation which 2 sentences, how do you know? Okay?
Listening. 1.
What a depressing film.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have suggested it if I'd known more about it.
No, it's not your fault. I thought it'd be good too. It had great reviews. I mean, it said in the paper it had light touches and a really uplifting ending.
I guess that scene with the priest was kind of funny.
Yeah, but that was about it. And I don't see how topping yourself really constitutes a happy ending.
I think you were supposed to see it as a release for him.
I can't say it felt like that to me. Just depressing.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what are we going to do now? Are you just going to go home or what?
I don't know. What have you got in mind?
I was vaguely thinking about going to get something to eat.
Oh, right. I'm not actually that hungry, but I don't mind coming along for a drink. Kathy, what about you?
I am a bit peckish, but I should really get back and do some work.
Oh, come on. One night off won't hurt. Go on.
Yeah, you're not going to get much work done by the time you get home, are you?
Oh, all right. You've twisted my arm. Where were you thinking of going?
2. Wow, what a great film.
Brilliant, brilliant.
That scene where they were sitting in the bar and the Joe Pesci character pretends he's going to kill him.
Oh, yeah, fantastic. It was just so tense because you don't know if he's going to end up shooting him or not. And the guy's so obviously on the edge.
Yeah, it was great, Joe Pesci.
Brilliant. And just that opening, when he opens the boot and shoots the guy, and then the frame freezes and he goes, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Yeah, fantastic. But it was brilliant because it really did give you a feel for what must have been so great about it. I mean, I love that scene as well where the camera just follows them through the kitchens and back rooms when they go to the Copacabana Club.
Yeah. No, there was just so many good scenes. It was brilliant. Great film.
3.
So, did you go and see that film in the end?
Yeah, although I kind of wish I hadn't.
Oh, really? Wasn't it very good?
No, it was all right. It's really quite moving, but it's just that there was this couple sitting behind me. Honestly, if they weren't rustling a bag, they were talking. It was incredible. They didn't even pretend to whisper. It ruined the film, really.
Oh, that's a shame. Did you say anything?
If I'd been in Britain, I would have. But, I don't know, I just felt a bit awkward. I wasn't absolutely sure of saying the right thing, you know? And I didn't really want to get caught up in some huge scene.
No, I know what you mean.
I'm glad, actually, because this woman next to me said something and the guy just really slagged her off.
Oh, really? So, do you reckon it's worth seeing? I mean, could you follow it all right?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm sure I missed stuff, but I got most of it. The film itself is pretty good, though. It certainly brought tears to my eyes. 4.
So, what are you up to later?
I vaguely arranged with Hans to go and see the latest Harry Potter film.
Harry Potter? Are you serious?
Yeah, why? Are you one of these people who gets all snobby about films?
No, but it's a kid's film. I mean, how old are you?
Listen, it's just like any other big budget action movie. It's just a bit of escapism.
Well, it doesn't do anything for me. It's just all hype and no substance.
Oh, no substance. There you go. That's typical of you film snobs. Not everything has to be deep and meaningful, you know.
I didn't say it did. It's just not the kind of film I would go and see.
So, just quickly, with the people next to you, okay? Which sentences, which conversations, how do you know? If you disagree, who's wrong? Okay, let's go through. Let's see what you like. Okay. So, first conversation. Which sentences? Number 2 and 4. Anyone got anything different? 2 and 9. 7 and 4. The film was violent. No. It didn't have a happy ending. It wasn't violent, it was depressing, okay? So let's go with 2. A speaker apologises for something. But who apologised for what? Yeah, so one of the women apologised for suggesting the film. I guess they're like a little group of friends who go and watch films together. And one of them said, "Oh, I'm really sorry. I wouldn't have suggested it if I'd known, yeah? I wouldn't have suggested it if I'd known how depressing it was going to be. I'm really sorry." Okay, and the other one from number 1? 4. Yeah, persuaded to do what? Yeah, go and have a drink, go and have something to eat after the film. How do you know? What did she say? You've twisted my arm. Okay, you talked me into it. You've persuaded me. Okay, and the second conversation, which ones?
9.
Number 9, they agree it was incredible. And 7, it was violent. How do you know they agree it was incredible? Yeah, it was so brilliant. Oh no, it was amazing. Oh, it was great. Oh, best film I've ever seen. Okay, so there were lots of kind of synonyms for agreeing. And how do you know it was violent?
They were shooting the gangsters.
There was the gangster movie. There was something about threatening to shoot someone. Opening the of the car. Not the trunk, British English. Boot. Opening the boot of the car and shooting the guy in the boot. Okay, so it's quite violent. Anyone ever seen this film, by the way?
No.
Goodfellas? I'm in a room full of people who've never seen Goodfellas. Can't believe it. A room full of ladies who've never seen Goodfellas. You saw it? I think we'll make sure you win something later. Oh, it's a great film. Great film. Maybe it's more of a bloke movie. And then the third one?
5 and 3.
Yeah, so the film wasn't in English. How do you know? Because his friend asked him. Did you? Did you? Not did you get everything? Did you it all? Not catch? Did you follow it all? Okay. And he said, well, I'm sure I missed some bits, but I got most of it. Okay? So, you know, I'm happy because it wasn't in my mother tongue, it was in a foreign language. Any other way you know that it wasn't in English?
Because when there was talking about argument, he said like I would have complained, like talked if I were in.
Yeah, so there was this couple behind who were making loads of noise, and his friend asked, "Did you complain?" "No, I would have done if I'd been in Britain, okay, but I didn't." And he actually said, the woman next to me said something, and the guy behind her got really angry, he started criticising her, he completely her off. Slapped? Not slapped. Slapped. Quite extreme reaction. Slagged her off. Yeah, he criticised her a lot. Yeah, the same way, you know, maybe when you go for your lunch break and you say, what did you think of the live lesson? God, it was rubbish. I thought, terrible. How can he be a teacher trainer? You slag the lesson off. Okay? And the other one that was true for number 3? Yeah, 5. One of the speakers cried. How do you know? Not had. He said the film brought tears to my eyes. Okay? It brought tears to my eyes. It was very moving. Okay? It brought tears to my eyes. It was very moving. Okay, and the last one? Which ones? 6. Someone accuses someone of something. Yeah, accused him of what? Being a snob. Okay? Oh, are you one of these film snobs? And usually, if you're a snob, you know, maybe you're a film snob, you on other people who like different films to you. You look down on them. Okay? So, you know, he's a terrible film snob. He looks down on anyone who likes mainstream Hollywood stuff. What kind of films usually do film snobs like? Art house, you know, avant-garde, experimental. And one of the things I've learned from travelling around Ukraine this week is that unfortunately people from Kiev have a very bad reputation. You know, in Kiev they're such snobs, they look down on you if you're from Kharkiv or something. I'm just reporting, don't shoot the messenger. Yeah? But except in Odessa, where I suggested this, and they said, trust me, we look down on everybody. Someone looks down on someone somewhere is all I've learned in Ukraine this week. And the other one that's true for number 4?
10.
Yeah, 10. Going to see a blockbuster. And do you remember what he said? He said, yeah, it's not definite yet, but I've arranged with Hans to go and see the new Harry Potter film. Not definitely arranged, but I've vaguely arranged. Okay. Yeah? You know, kind of half arranged, I've vaguely arranged. So, you're going to hear the first conversation again. This time, you can read what you're listening to, okay, in exercise 3. But, as you're listening, I'd like you to fill in the gaps. Okay? You ready? Yes. Let's do it.